Hafa and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Carmen Victoria Chilai. So glad you could join us. A stop work order for a division of senior citizens contract providing legal services to Mananku has been issued to the service provider. Was politics at play, or is GovGuam just looking for a better deal? Chris Barnett reports.
Attorney Tom Fisher telling KUAM News his contract to provide legal services to Manamco ended, and it happened all of a sudden.
There was only about a week left on it, and then out of the blue, on March 25th, they sent us a letter, stop work immediately. So that's what we did.
Fisher tells KUAM News he's worried about the interruption of services his office has been providing senior citizens for years under the Calvo Tenorio administration.
We've got people out there who need protective orders. Unfortunately, the abuse of elderly is quite a problem. People need orders, protective orders. There are court hearings coming up, and we have been told not to do it.
Meanwhile, Public Health Division of Senior Citizens head Art St. Augustine says Fisher's contract was cut because the department had to find a better way to get returns on the $192,000 it spends every year on the legal services contract, with Chamorro's constituting the largest number of Manamco clients.
Because of the numbers that he's reporting and that we're not meeting the needs of the clients, we really have to go look and figure out how we can better serve our seniors.
St. Augustine says Fisher assists about 179 Manamco clients a year, but the waiting list for legal services numbers about 500. St. Augustine says the Division of Senior Citizens is working on an MOU with the Public Defender Service Corporation and other legal services corporations. St. Augustine saying the Public Defender says it can service double the clients Fisher does for the same amount of money.
I can't say that we're not getting our money's worth, Chris. That would not be a fair statement, simply because what we are getting is what we have entered into. And so that's why the division had to pull back and reassess how we're doing business.
St. Augustine says the transition from Fisher's office to the Public Defender should go smoothly, but Fisher says some of the Manamco he's assisted didn't get the memo.
And they're just bewildered. How can it be, that you just set up Fisher, you just set up an appointment for me, and now I come in the door and you say, you can't talk to me. How can that be? I think people probably expect a little bit more from the Department of Public Health.
Fisher also tells KUAM News he hasn't been paid since October of 2018, and that is starting to take its toll.
GovGuam is notoriously late in paying vendors. That's not going to come as a surprise to anyone. I hate to attribute this to a new administration or anything, because it's I'm sure they're having cash issues up there. But this is a little bit longer than normal. 6 months. I mean, that's a half a contract price that I've had to absorb personally.
While St. Augustine says Fisher's payments for November, December will be processed, he adds since Fisher's contract was stop work ordered, Fisher will have to seek payment for this year by working through the government claims process, something Fisher says will take months.
We do know that Attorney Fisher and his staff and firm have provided services. We would support the claim.
Fisher, who was the Bota campaign counsel and personal lawyer for former Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio in his gun grab case, received notice of his contract being cut the day after the verdict in the Ray Tenorio trial came out. We asked St. Augustine if the contract being cut had anything to do with Fisher's work representing the administration's political opponent in the 2018 general election.
Oh, that Chris, I no comment to that. I'm not sure. This was a decision that was made at the department level. The letter just happened to be issued that day, and it was just really truly a matter of coincidence. It was not, we didn't even, I'm sorry to say that I'm not coordinating my schedules with what's happening with the former Lieutenant Governor's verdict.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
As we reported, Fisher has another contract with GovGuam for the medical referral services. That contract is worth $59,000 a month and will expire at the end of April. The Island-wide Board of Governing Students recently held their 4th annual Student Empowerment Conference. Jonah Gancharfras has this next story.
About 300 middle and high school students from the various GDOE schools recently participated in the annual Student Empowerment Conference held at Okuru High School. The theme for this year's conference is Unity Through Diversity. Simon Sanchez High School junior Devin Duque is an IBOG student representative.
What that entails is we want, a problem in our schools is school violence, and a lot of that arises from differences. It doesn't matter if it's racial difference of ideas. Difference in anything causes conflict, and we're trying to promote that promote shared ideas, promote that everybody's idea is a good idea.
The focus of the conference was to help students build authoritative skills, make decisions, and implement changes in their schools, community, and personal lives. According to Duque, one of the changes from previous years was who could attend.
We reached out to everybody and made sure that it's not just student leaders, it's not just high-performing students, it's everybody. This conference about unity through diversity.
The conference also featured guest speakers from the community, including a former IBOG student representative. Guest speaker, Alana Chargaloff.
We need to remember that at the end of the day, everybody goes home to a life or circumstances that they didn't choose to be born into. So I think that the most important thing is to communicate and not be scared to communicate. To not have fear to go and learn someone else's story. And I believe that each of you have the potential to be awesome leaders in whatever areas of interest you have. And so as leaders, take that initiative to speak up, speak out, get to know each other.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Goncharfis.
Guam continues to generate strong interest in Malaysia and was one of the newer and popular destinations featured at the country's top consumer travel fair. The Malaysian Association of Tour and Travel Agents Fair is a biannual travel fair that ran from March 15th to 17th in Kuala Lumpur. After over 1,000 booths took up about 95,000 feet of exhibition spaces in 7 halls at the Putra World Trade Center. Guam was among the 272 organizations that were present, to include travel and tour agencies, national tourism organizations, hotels, resorts, theme parks, cruises, and other businesses. This is Guam's second time having a presence at the event. Mayor Robert Hoffman, committee chairman of the Guam Visitors Bureau's North America and Pacific Market, noted that as an emerging market for Guam, Malaysian visitors are intrigued they can travel to the island visa-free. As Mes Chamorro draws to a close, many schools, businesses, and government of Guam agencies are concluding with a big celebration, honoring traditions and the culture of the island. Here's more from the Port Authority.
Mes Chamorro has many of the government of Guam agencies celebrating the culture and traditions through various activities, including the Port Authority of Guam. Ko San Nicolas is a police officer too for the agency and says it was at the beginning of the month when he was tasked by his boss to create a traditional hut.
And it's a cultural identity for the Chamorro people of Guam. This is to remind all the people that live on Guam that the Chamorro culture still exists and we are still here. And we still have our culture even after hundreds of years of colonization. We still can exhibit traditional values and traditional practices.
With the support and encouragement from General Manager Rory Respicio, Deputy Manager of Operations Dominic Munya, and Deputy Manager of Administration and Finance Connie Shinohara, San Nicolas and about 8 other employees worked for about 3 weeks to erect the hut to showcase the Chamorro culture.
And one of those traditional practices is hut building, gumat higay. This is to show that the Chamorro people still stand proud in this island and we still own this island. We're building up the culture for the young generation to learn and not to forget their identity and not to forget where they came from as Pacific Islanders. And that's the whole significance of the hut.
And as the port employees celebrate Mes Chamorro with a fiesta luncheon today, San Nicolas had this message.
Respect the cultural values, respect the manamku, love one another, help one another. Stay together and stay strong on our island of Guam.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonah Goncharfis.
And of course, what better way to conclude Mes Chamorro than with our friends from the University of Guam, Commission on Chamorro Language, that will bring you another lesson of Learn Chamorro.
Hafade, inaanu si Michael Lujan Bavacqua, and in this video we are going to learn an overview of the sentence types in the Chamorro language. And so there's a lot of different types of sentences that you can use in the Chamorro language. The 4 most basic ones, though, are stative, transitive, intransitive, and existential. Different people will have different names for these types, but your sentences break down these 4 ways. Your stative sentences are usually your easiest sentences to make because they don't involve a verb. It's just a statement. Bonita how. Gefpagu how. You are beautiful. Mutungzu. I stink. These are stative sentences. Your next type are your transitive sentences. These are your sentences which involve transitive verbs. They have a subject, a verb, and an object. And so transitive sentences are sentences such as hu guaidza hu li'i itautomotna, hapatsadzu itautomotna. The tautomona touched me because I guess I didn't ask for permission in the jungle. These are sentences that indicate a transmission of action. You have your intransitive sentences after that. These sentences don't normally require an object, and that's what makes them different. So these are your verbs where the action is self-contained. So these are sentences such as I laughed, I cried, I burped. Sentences like that. Tumangesu, sumalikzu, tumugabzu. Your final type of sentences are your existential sentences. These deal with locating things in the world. And so many Chamorros have felt the sting of existential sentences. Mangisi Jose? Somebody asking, where is Jose? Gaigi, taigui, guaha, tadza. These are the verbs that you use for existential sentences to indicate where something is, to ask where something is, to say where something is, or to indicate if somebody has something. Guaha karetahu, I have a car. Lo tadza salapeku, but I don't have any money. And so these are your 4 basic types of sentences that you can make in the Chamorro language. And in this video series, there'll be a video which will highlight different features of each of these sentence types. Sidus Masi.
Sidus Maasi, Senor Pavakwa. Well, don't go anywhere. Transpotting is coming up next.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
A simple handshake. That's all Jake Calvo needed when he started his company. Today, 80 years later, we like to say thank you to all of you who have taken our hand in trust. Thank you to the dreamers. Thank you to the realists. Thank you to the family-oriented. Thank you to the entrepreneurial. Thank you to those climbing the corporate ladder. And to the ones starting a new life together. Thank you to the traditionalists and the edgy. To the young at heart and the old souls. Thank you to the daring, to the protective, to the practical. Thank you to the hopeful. To all of you from all of us, our deepest, happiest, and infinite thanks.
80 years here for you. 80 years thanks to you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
Looking for a great deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram? Then get to Cars Plus in Mighty now for our spring sales event. Like a new Jeep Compass Sport, $166 per paycheck. Or a new Chrysler Pacifica LX, $220 per paycheck. Or save $8,500 on a new Ram 1500. How about a new Jeep Wrangler Sport? Only $274 per paycheck. Low 1.99% financing is available on approved credit. Save thousands during our spring sales event going on now at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
The KUAM Care Force, along with our community partners, IP&E and Micronesia Climate Change Alliance, are thinking green and gearing up for our annual Think Green Cleanup on Saturday, April 27th. We'll be cleaning the beachside along Hagåtña Bay from East Hagåtña to Paseo beginning at 7 a.m. We're calling on teams, organizations, community groups, and you to join us and do your part to help clean up and green up our island. Let's do our part in making the island we call home a cleaner and more beautiful place. To register and for more information, please email promotions@KUAM.com or visit us on KUAM.com or any of our digital and social media platforms. In the spirit of thinking green, we encourage participants to bring their reusable water containers. Biodegradable trash bags and gloves will be provided. Special thanks to CS.
I am a girl and I am strong.
I'm a girl and I choose to shine.
We are girls and we're not afraid to get in the game.
I am a girl and I can play any sport.
I am a girl and I wrestle for Team Guam.
I'm a girl and I love to study history.
I am a girl and I get good grades in English and science.
I am a girl that gets good grades in math.
I am a girl and when I grow up I want to be a lawyer.
I am a girl and I have my own voice.
I am a girl and I can speak up for myself.
I am a girl and I'm creative.
We are girls and we have no fear.
I am a girl and I am a leader.
I am a girl that believes in the power of my dreams. I am a girl and someday I will change the world.
I am a girl and I can make a difference.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
Hafa and welcome back. Well, many headlines covered this week caught your eye either on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now it's time to take a look at what you had to say.
Hi everyone and welcome to Trend Spotting. Here's what caught your eye on social media this week. As you all heard by now, the adult use marijuana bill has passed, and by a close vote of 8-7. Voting in favor of the bill were sponsor Clint Rigel, Speaker Tina Barnes, and Senators Joe San Agustin, Kelly Marsh, Tello Taitagui, Luis Muña, Jose Terlahi, and Regine Bisco-Lee. Once the news broke out, the online community responded quick. Aja Bougie 96 says, "If it has helped certain diseases, why not? Alcohol hasn't helped anyone and yet it's legal." Cook Sonic pointed out that though people smoke it for recreational use, it benefits others in a lot of ways for their health. Also stating, "I'm glad we're finding a way to make things better for the people of Guam." And Easy Target 671 reminds the public, just because it's legal doesn't mean your job cannot terminate your employment if you test positive for THC. This month alone, there have been 90 grass fires island-wide, and on Thursday, Guam Fire, the Department of Agriculture's Forestry Division, and Navy fire units responded to a grass fire in the Nimitz Hill area. The large grass fire was contained just before 11 p.m. Residents safely returned to their homes and the roads were reopened. Here's how our online followers responded. Kevin George says, "Good job Navy and Guam Fire Departments, putting that hard work in." Fellow Instagram user Joyce Santos responded, "It's also Department of Agriculture. Their foresters are the ones that lead into the forest and put out the fire." And Namaretta shared her feelings on the situation. "This is crazy, destroying our beautiful island and putting lives at risk." GFD reports that Guam remains in a high fire danger rating and will remain so as long as the dry conditions and wind persists. To learn more about how you can prevent grass fires, you can watch our recent group chat with the Forestry Division streaming now on our Facebook page. In the spirit of Mes Chamorro, we had some of the KUAM crew try out different types of Denancy island-wide. Here's a little snippet of the video.
Actually smells really appealing.
Which one's like the less spicy one? Is that like black?
I think it's this.
Okay, I'm gonna do that
because
one
it's
first.
green.
I love to eat Denancy with everything, literally everything.
Wow, my mouth is watering. No, you just ate it straight. What the heck?
It's a crayfish.
The featured products used are from Supreme, EXO, and Different. You can follow each of these businesses on Instagram for more information on their products. After Facebook user Orlinda Conception watched the video, she shared her husband's Denancy recipe for all to try out. Thanks, Orlinda! And lastly, to prepare the island for Earth Month in April, we are building an album featuring some of the most littered dumping grounds around the island. The album will be updated with new dumping areas as we generate feedback from users on Facebook. We hope this will serve as a starting point to which organizations in the community can organize cleanups throughout the month. If you know of an illegal dumping ground that you think we should cover or investigate, please DM us photos or information. Also, if you'd like to participate in our annual cleanup, join us on April 27th for the Think Green cleanup as we clean the beach side of the strip leading down to Paseo. We hope to inspire you all to take action to help beautify our island and hold future violators accountable for their actions. Follow us on our Instagram page throughout the entire month of April as we will be providing advice and information on how you can help us with this movement.
Thanks, Sasha. Well, Jason is coming up next with your Guam Crime Stoppers report.
Advances in technique and medications used to prevent dental pain have shattered the myth that a dental visit is something to fear. Even the dreaded root canal or wisdom tooth extraction. Swabbing or spraying a topical numbing agent on before the injection and using different techniques and anesthetics can create a relatively comfortable or pain-free injection. Injections are often the most feared procedure. Some patients don't like the sounds or the vibrations of decay removal. If you're still nervous or you gag easily, despite these techniques, very safe oral medicines can be taken before your dental appointment to eliminate all fears, or some clinics use nitrous oxide gas. Pain relievers can easily be prescribed to eliminate mild to severe dental discomfort after any visit. For your Helpful Dental Minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do.
Looking for a great deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram? Then get to Cars Plus in Mighty now for our spring sales event, like a new Jeep Compass Sport, $166 per paycheck, or a new Chrysler Pacifica LX, $220 per paycheck, or save $8,500 on a new Ram 1500. How about a new Jeep Wrangler Sport, only $274 per paycheck? Low 1.99% financing is available on approved credit. Save thousands during our spring sales event going on now at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Watch Health Check with Nurse Jen Artero every Tuesday for community health information, advisories, and news you and your family can use for leading a healthier lifestyle. Health Check during KUAM News Healthy Living. Health Check with Nurse Jen is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Off today, everybody. I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani.
Chris Barnett, and join us every last Monday of the month for the after party,
where we talk about news and views.
Arte.
It comes only once a week, and you never know what type of brie mix she'll have in store for you.
This, by far, is one of the toughest workouts I have ever done.
From adventures to instructional segments and even an occasional showcase of her hidden talents. In the mix is that weekly dose of fun during the time of the week when you need it most. So take a breather and join Sabrina every Thursday on KUAM TV and streaming anytime on our digital platform.
The Guam Crime Stoppers and the Guam Police Department is seeking the help from the community relative to a robbery that occurred at La Familia Market in Dededo. Now, the preliminary investigation suggests that on Thursday, March 28, at around 5 o'clock in the morning, an unknown man, clad in all black, entered the store brandishing a handgun and demanded money from the store's employees. The male suspect then fled with an unknown amount of cash. As a result of the robbery, no one was hurt. Now, the Guam Police Department is seeking the help from the community relative to this case. Should anyone have any information, you're encouraged to call the Guam Police Department dispatchers at 472-8911 or 475-8615-7. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
Ruby Tuesday's Seafood Sensations menu is back. Choose from your favorite dishes made with succulent lobster tail, shrimp, or our newest sensations with crab legs. Try out appetizers like crab fondue or stuffed shrimp. Pick an entree like the lobster tail or crab leg dinner. Select the lobster carbonara or the deep sea pasta. It's all ready and waiting for you. Get hooked on seafood sensations for a limited time only at Ruby Tuesday, Guam.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Introducing Triple J's Online Shopper, the new, faster, easier way to purchase your next vehicle. Explore hundreds of new and used vehicles in full 360-degree view. Get pre-approved instantly from the comfort of your home or office. Personalize your own finance terms and get top market value on your trade-in in just a few quick, easy steps. Buy with confidence from start to signature, and we'll even go the extra mile to deliver your vehicle to your home or office. Have a question? Our sales team is just a chat away for instant assistance. Click, pick, drive. Complete the entire car buying process with Triple J's Online Shopper and purchase your next vehicle at triplejguam.com today.
Can I just get a ride back?
Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
The Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
You may have noticed recently that KUAM Communications is going beyond broadcast and cross-platform, giving you original digital content on every social media and digital platform. From original news mini-docs to supplementary features, sponsored content, and original shows and live streaming. We're changing the media game and providing something for everyone.